Okay, what do we got going on? We're going live from beautiful downtown Southern Sunny, California. All right, from growing potatoes in my bag. What? We've got some friends here. The hippo, and you know, slow but sure right there, and the big wise owl. Okay, now, so these potatoes are hopefully will be well guarded. I've cut them out of this bag, and this is the only one I've got left at the moment. I think I'm not going to plant it. I probably have too many in here. This hole is about 2 foot or so across, about a foot deep. And I don't know if these need to be above ground or not. Hey, Jer, if I'm seeing your name right, thanks for being here. You know anything about growing potatoes? I've never done it. I just know I need to have these going up towards the top, and they're kind of in that direction. That's what I know, and so I thought I would share my first attempt here at planting these potatoes. So do you know anything about planting potatoes? My hair's all twing. Have you done any gardening? Does somebody know about planting potatoes? I know nothing about this, other than I need to have them. Me either. All right, so I'm gonna cover them up. I'm gonna have to position these little animals and get them kind of around it. I've got squirrels and rabbits that will love to eat the top of them, but now I'm just gonna cover them up carefully, lightly. Just want to loosely put this in here. That I do know. You don't want it too tough. I had roses here, so the soil should be good with nutrients. And you can always add more as you go. But these roots here on the not roots, which will be the stem, I'm going to reposition them now that I've kind of buried them. Kind of get them up where they need to go and the basic direction they need to be in. Put this little dirt clod up here underneath that, and get this one under here, and just kind of get this going, just loosely in here. And I think I'm doing this right. I really never done this. I'm afraid my hole's not deep enough. Somebody's going to say, Ken, your hole needed to be deep enough. That's what I think I'm going to be hearing here before too long. But I do know you don't want to pack your dirt. You want your dirt loose. And I believe you also want to keep adding dirt to it as the stock continues to grow. You want to keep them partially covered, I believe. Although this picture that I uploaded shows the stock above ground by a lot. So I really am not totally sure. So this will be an experience that I'll have to update, as we go, the success or failure of this. So I'll have to be doing updating, and I guess it should be pretty good. The ground is moist from all the rain we've been getting. And I think maybe I will add a little bit of water to the top of this. I don't know if it's necessary, but I'm going to kind of put a hole right here so that water can kind of seep down in here. All right. I don't know how necessary that is. I'm just, you know, like I said, I've never done this. Just kind of makes sense based on roots, water to the roots, water to the plant. And here's a little mealworm. So let me show you this mealworm that I just found. I can't see the comments at the moment. Don't know what you can see. Oh, there you go. These turn into beetles, by the way. Mealworms are beetles. My grandfather used to raise mealworms, and mealworms become a black beetle. And that's something not too many people know. But yeah, these become black beetles. All right, so let's go get some water. Let's go get the hose, and I'll see what's in the comments here. Get in the shade. RG Homestead, you should have them about a foot up. Oh, wow. So they're going to become potato bound. So does that mean that my potatoes are going to be too small? I'm going to have a bunch of, they're going to be on top of each other? Because they're like 6-8 inches apart, 4 or 5 inches apart. I've never done this, ever. But I had about 6 of them in the bag that sprouted some pretty good sprouts. I'm going, let's do this. I had roses here, so the ground's got, you know, quite a bit of nutrients in it. They'll be small. Kind of like what you buy at the store, you know, these little bitty ones. Not funny. Okay. Does it look like I planted them far as the roots coming up? And do I pile the dirt as the roots, as the stem, as the stalk comes up? I keep piling it up, and if so, how far below the top? I'm going to go get a water hose. And the ground's moist. It's slightly damp. Should I add more water? So I'm thinking I should. Just slightly kind of fill the hole up with water and kind of wet the top of it is what I'm thinking. I've done a little gardening, but it's been a long time ago, and I've never potatoes ever in my life. So, you know, like I said, I did some roses there, and that was a while back. So the ground should be good and fertile. I can always add more soil, more fertilizer to it. My hose stretched out here. I'll look in the comments here in just a second there, RG. This hose kind of straightened out and getting that out where I need it before I turn on the water. Oh, that's my girl. Yes. Okay, just look at Summer Breeze is growing so fast. That's my girl. Yes. Redemption, that's my dog right there. That's my girl. Yeah, it's my girl. That's my dog. Yes. Yes, I'm happy to see you. Yes, I am. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's an update on Summer Breeze. She's getting big. She's, what is she, like 3 or so months old? Yes. Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Now let's get this on. Okay. Have you commented? So thank you. Jazzer, I can't see your numbers. 55, 54. You haven't been here for a while. How you been? I've got videos of her when she was a puppy. training her not to bite when she eats, and to sit and stay and heel. And it's in my playlist. If you go to my playlist under dog training or puppy training, you'll see me working with her. She's doing really well. She started out as just a little bitty pup when I was doing that. And cute as could be, let me tell you. So RG, I'm gonna turn this around, show you what I'm doing. Okay, I'm just kind of spraying the area that hole's filling up. The ground's already moist. All right, there's a beautiful desert out there. I got a video uploading on the mating calls of the spring for the birds, and I thought it'd come out pretty good. Let me zoom in to what's left of the snow-capped mountain. If you watch this on TV, you can see it really clearly. Little bit of snow left that hasn't melted off yet. Pretty soon they'll look like this. So anyways, yeah. Yep, so yeah, if you haven't watched this on a television, YouTube on television, when you zoom, you can see everything really, really well. It's really nice. Or it's really bad, because you see it really up close and personal. All right. Well, now I'm going to position these little yard art animals. All right, we got Henry the hippo. Henry right here is a great warrior, great potato eater right there. All right, and we got the wise owl overlooking everything, and then we're gonna have Freddy the tortoise. Freddy the tortoise. All right, we're gonna have him overlooking the potato garden. Wow. Okay. Now we got the three. As I'm trying to see Henry the hippo, the wise owl, and I think I called him Henry the tortoise. All right. Well, now I'll have to be doing an update on my little potato garden here. Took the place of my roses. I guess I should probably put this. This was for my roses to keep the rabbits out, and keep the squirrels from eating my rose leaves. So I think I'll stick this right here and got it protected. I can move it, and it's just chicken wire. All right. This started out as lath for doing plaster on the outside of the house, and I took off the paper and I just exposed the chicken wire. Then I made these to go around my rose bushes when I had them. So I don't know how well you can see that for the shade. Yeah, I guess you can see it okay. For the sun, for the shade, for the sun. All right. So, metal art. Pretty cool. Okay, now we're gonna take care of that. Get my feet stomped off. Okay, 3 in the chat knows about potato growing. It sounds like you have some experience there, RG, with the growing potatoes. I haven't ever done it. I've been wanting to do it for many years, and just never have it. I like the idea that they've already got a good start as far as, you know, it's being sprouted. That I'm glad about. It kind of speeds up the process a little bit. The weather's right, the timing's right. So why not? My next little project, I'm going to put up a quick introduction as I go through the tunnel. Going through the tunnel. Bam. Okay. Just watching this. See, on the television, it's much bigger, more up close and personal when you watch YouTube on your television. All right, that sink's done. And okay. My wife's really enjoying that. Now, you're getting a preview here. Right here. This is the shower ring setup and the hardware to set it up with. I'm going to show you where it goes. This is going to go to, bam. All right, so that's going to, the shower ring is going to be up here. I'm going to put in a new mixing valve, or I'm going to take off the spout and replace it with a shower setup. And I'm going to be doing a separate video on that. And if you haven't seen my completion or my video where I cut this custom trim, I cut this because it was too big. I still got to caulk that up there underneath. All right, but that's the trim. Okay, that's the overview. All right. Let me see what you said there, RG. Iris will also keep critters. Oh, thank you for that information. I didn't know that. Iris, okay. That's good to know. Marigold will help keep the critters out. Well, thank you there, RG. I put more time into this little niche accessory shelf than I would have ever imagined I would ever put into it. I'll show you this bullnose radius shelf, the second shelf up close and personal. Then I painted the edge. When I bullnosed the edge, it took the ceramic finish off of it, and it was gray, slightly white, and it looked okay, but I've got a video up where I've taken fingernail polish and I've painted the edge. This one down here, it's only paint. I'll show you. This is a primer paint that I used, and it turned out I don't like the edge here very much, but it's not ugly. But this is the first time to ever do this. All right. Okay, I lost that. A phone call in and interrupted my stream. But yeah, I've spent more time on this than I would have ever dreamed. I got to paint this wall again, and then I got to paint my trim. There's a return to itself. I got to paint all this. When it gets painted, it'll look really nice. I cut this little, that is a piece of tile right there that I had to cut, and I showed you when I cut it. Okay. You can see it here. I got to caulk it. I haven't caulked it yet. But I've never done anything like this. Let's see, who's in the chat? RG, are you the only one here in the chat? Is it? I'm assuming it's still in the chat, RG. Who's in the chat? I will show you a shower niche. It was the first one I ever did. This was my first shower niche, my first niche ever. And this is in the shower, my custom shower, one of my custom showers. Complete. All right, are you in the niche? Are you in the niche? Are you in the chat there, RG? I think you are. All right, you're gonna like this too then. That's it. I'm going to show it to you up close and personal. This is a custom bench seat that I made. Those are large format tiles. We've got storage underneath. I've got about an inch angle slope from the back to the front under there, that storage. That's one of a kind. My wife wanted storage, so I created it for her. Nobody does this. That's original. And this, nobody does it like this either. All these niches, all these shower niches stop right here at the outside of the wall. They do not extend past like this does. Now look at the base of this shampoo. That is wide. Okay? And if I bring it out here to the edge, see, it would fit, but it would hang out past the wall. This gives you plenty of space. See, we've got a razor here, and with plenty of space. Okay, this is glass. All right, this is paint, by the way, covered with polyurethane. And I've got videos on when I did this. You'd have to look at my playlist. And then I custom made this custom razor holder. All right. This tile came out past. I notched it. I set my razor here. I traced out the razor. And then I just cut it with a grinder and a smooth diamond blade. Then painted it. Okay, and then the underside also painted. Okay. This is my very first one. And this is all glass. This is called pencil trim. Okay. And then to pick this up from up here, I pick it up on the sides and the bottom. And I'll give you the overview while we're in here. I still got this one to do. Now the other thing I did is I bullnosed this edge. I laid my shower curb down first, had it dried and in place. Then I did my bullnose, my round over here, after. Then I polished this with the wet diamond pads, polishing. Okay. Now, cutting these to fit was a lot of fun. Was a whole lot of fun getting those to fit. Now I'm in the process of remodeling this bathroom. Okay, I still got to close this in. This is all PEX tubing. Okay, this is a copper, but it's PEX. See, it's all PEX coming in. All right. So I got this one to finish. I painted this. When I painted this, I showed the ceiling. I've got videos on painting it. Okay. Making those. I took these right here. All right. And I made this border with it. Up here at the top. I made that trim right there. And they call these bullnose or not. They're just a round over. But I just measured back my distance, then cut them, and made that trim going across the ceiling there. And so I got this to finish yet. All right. And then this room here is a redo as well. And I'm not going to show you this room. And then the next thing I'll be doing, after I get the shower curtain, the shower round up there, I'm going to be putting a slider, a barn door set up. It's going to be in the bedroom. It's going to hang on a track. It's going to slide and go into this area right here. There's going to be an opening right here in this area. And that's what's coming up next. So this was an introduction to what's coming, a preview. And so I'm assuming you're the one hanging out here, RG. Appreciate everybody dropping in. I'm getting ready to close up this live stream. Who's here? Give you a shout out. Just got to put a comment in the comments in the chat. Okay, they didn't care. It's all good. United we stand, and united we make it happen here on YouTube. All right. Yes, you missed my earlier message. I don't forget to put in some top cover like wood chips and or hay to cover. Oh, so I got to pull that dirt out of there? Will leaves work? If I take a bunch of leaves, will that suffice? Okay, if I just cover it with dirt, what's the end results? Yeah, I missed that comment. If I don't put, because I don't know if I have anything. I don't think I have any leaves. Well, I might. Leaves, the dirt, yes, leaves will work. And if I don't put anything over it, what does that do? Does it kind of smother them and keep them from developing, you know? That gives them a cushion to develop in? Okay, so I'm assuming that gives them some space, it creates some space for them to develop in is what I'm thinking. I wish I had some natural paper or some old paper bags. I think that might do the trick too. You know, you used to have all kinds of them. Now it's plastic. And plastic isn't good for the landfills. You know, what's really going on? Okay, so they need a space to kind of develop and do their thing in. Is that what that's about, or is it has something to do with thermal heating or nutrients? Does that have to do with nutrients? Thermal heating? Dry out too fast and they will be bare. Oh, okay, all right. So if I had a bunch of paper, that could also work in a pinch. Cooling for the potatoes. Thank you, RG. See, I knew nothing, zero. I know a guy that planted some potatoes, and I was there when he dug them up. He had nothing. I couldn't believe it. He had nothing. All right. Well, shoot, while you're on here, I'm just going to see. I think I may have some leaves over here. I don't know that I do. I don't know that I do. Yeah, I think all the leaves are gone. What could I use in its place? Especially out here in this desert. You know what? I have a bunch of... I had some rabbits I was trying to raise. I got a bunch of rabbit poop. That would probably be like perfect, huh? if you know anyone around you that has horses. I don't really know anybody. There are people with horses all over around me. All my neighbors, well, not all of them, but quite a few of them have them. I know them, but not that well. But I do have a bunch of rabbit poop, dried rabbit poop right here, right out here in front of me. I let them go. Oh, and I let go some black free-range rabbits, and they mixed with the cottontails, by the way. Okay, here I'll show you what I have arrived. The stainless steel cage I got. See, here's my cages. Really nice setup, but I've got all this out. And that I do have in abundance. I could do that right now. So what I guess I need to do then, I need to dig up the dirt and come out here and bring the wheelbarrow. So that I'll do. So I'm going to use that rabbit manure and put that. How thick, RG? How much? A couple inches? 2, 3 inches, 6 inches. I don't want to overdo it. All right, some kind of top cover. Okay, but how much? You think 4 or 5 inches, 3, 4 inches is sufficient? Now it's been sitting out there for a few years, a couple years at least. So it shouldn't be too. Yeah, call me before you do that. I will have to hit you up on Hangouts. I'll hit you up on Hangouts right now. I'll close the live stream and I'll hit you up on Hangouts. You still have Hangouts set up? Or are you still set up on Hangouts? It's been a while since we talked, and I don't remember if I saved your number. I haven't seen it. All right. I'll show you the view in the meantime. This is my view right here. What a deal. What a nice little view. All right, I will hit you. Let me turn this around. I will hit you up on Hangouts. I'm going to close this live stream, get it uploaded, and I'll be over on Hangouts and well, go back and do a replay, who's ever here. You'll see my potato planting, learning the ropes. RG's going to walk me through it. I've got some rabbit poop, whatever pellets to put in there to create a cushion, he was saying. But you can do a replay and look what I've done and leave me a message. Look forward to hearing from you. If you comment in the chat, I will give you a shout out if you leave a comment. Mike, is that you over there? I don't know who it is. Well, Mike, if it's you, give me a holler here later, if it's you. All right, I'm going to end this live stream, go back and do a playback, and you'll be able to see what's going on. And I'm going to have to cover it, and so I'm going to cover it probably with some rabbit pellets, droppings. Oh, Joe MacGyver. Getting ready to put up my shower ring when I get through with doing what I'm doing over here. All right. Thanks for dropping in, Joe MacGyver. If you don't know Joe MacGyver, check out his off-grid home. He's got solar panels and wind power and We're hooking up solar panels to electric hot water heater that he figured out. And it's real straightforward. You just hook the wires from your solar panels straight up to the connection on your electric heater, the thermos thing, the heater, whatever it's called, the electric unit that heats up the water. All right, so bye for now. God bless. Take care and never give up, because there's always a way. When you're down, you're frustrated, you're just struggling, remember, there's always a way. Always. If you have any questions, feel free. I'm more than glad to try to answer and help you. Bye for now. God bless. Bye. Catch you on the rebound.